Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, family. Peace and blessing to the chosen. We here again. We here again, man, by the blessings of the Almighty. Yes, indeed.
All praise to the Most High. Yeah, one time for the 12 tribes. 144 karat gold. Yeah, Juice Almighty. Crack babies, tax evasion, glass breaking, robbery, mask on, that's Jason. Sack chasing, harlots, track racing, fit for it, G-Shock, that's basic. From the bottom, that's basement. Cause I'd rather see my own, they telling me that that's racist or that's hatred. But when they say it, they patriots, double standard, that's crazy. Member of the Most High military, always activated. All this folly I've been seeing lately got me agitated. Rock 'em like an earthquake, Memphis be my birthplace. Tell a devil bye, have a cursed day. Worry less, pray more. You see what the shirt say, when you control the game, it doesn't matter who in first place. Payback is a must, an unforgiving loan. Drip or leave a puddle, leave 'em feeling puzzled when I'm gone. In the world, not of the world, I'm a far away from home. Don't let them deceive you, the part between the lines. What you really gotta read through, saving my 2 pennies while y'all pitch 'em in the wishing well. Rising just like 11, I'll be chilling in the citadel. Lead 'em to the water, but I can't make 'em drink. I expose 'em to the knowledge, my aim is to make 'em think. Like a car that's rigged to blow when you crank it, don't start me. Hit the scene with Cephas, show up sharper than some shark teeth. I ain't your average rapper, matter of fact, I ain't a rapper. 7-month, 15th day, keep the Feast of Tabernacles. Southern Kingdom flavor, Bible belt, whipping little rascals. Bigger fish to fry, just place the order for some bigger platters. Everything you fear, word with the beard, I stay in my own lane, thought I was a pilot, how I steer, Closest you can come is nowhere near, Ark of the Covenant, marked by the government, heart of the covetous. Got the sermon, all they faking, I can do without. Who you know better, set the record like a booby trap. Got information that decalcified the pioneer. They hard-headed, rarely get the message through the scalp. Ever heard somebody use the term strong, independent white woman? Why not? Do the math. Life or death, you gotta choose a path. If it don't stick with the boss, gotta remove the staff. Fishing for doubt about the school to class. Hard time, feel like you swimming through a pool of brass. Keep the commandments though. Got these devils hot enough to lead the freestyle. What you know about black codes? What you know about pig laws? Menorah used to burn and watch the London Bridge fall. Petrified giants, hollow earth. CERN opening them portals while they building underground cities. Here's a shovel, time to dig, dawg. They out here wilding out the flocker and the fentanyl. Springfield Armory for any person planning on harming me. Organize Deborah, recognize the border, rectify the order, exercise the Torah. Time is getting shorter, build it, slime and mortar. Neutral to the bar-hole, assign them and I sort them. Dimes and quarters, hurt my heart to see it cause they bound and they snort them. Have mercy on us. Have mercy on us. Yeah.
All right. All praise to the Most High. Peace and blessing to the chosen. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, family. To all the true, righteous rebels, sincere believers all over. Everybody who tapping in, joining the live stream right now, who will catch it at a later hour. May the word of the Most High be fire and all the people be stubble. And may the body be edified. Praying that the week, you know what I mean, with many challenges, so many of us facing the pressures of life and just living in a world with a system designed against righteous morals and activities and a lifestyle and mentality. That in itself is a battle. You know what I mean? So to still be striving and pressing toward the mark in this day and time and that hour, man, I just want to encourage the family to let y'all know I'm in the battle with y'all, and we pressing towards something that's well beyond anything the adversary could throw at us. You know what I'm saying? To stay elevated, stay motivated, stay inspired, keep the faith, no matter what weapon is formed. The power up is always trusting in the Most High. He let them form to show us what he has delivered us from and what he can deliver us from, and to show us that he got his hand on us, man. And it ain't ever been nobody who trusted in him, who really trusted in him. I ain't talking about you trusted in the world and whatever else they got going. It's never been nobody to trust in the Most High, and he failed them. So keep that in mind, man. And he take us through highs, he take us through lows. Like the word that was for me this week was balance. You know what I'm saying? It's for us to be balanced, man. Job even told us, thank you. Job even told us, hold on, okay. I think, my fault, y'all. I'm gonna have to talk in this mic a little bit more. What that sound like? What that sound like, family? My fault. Y'all can't hear nothing at all. I'm just going. I'm just going and going. What it sound like now? Try to keep my eye on the chat, man. Let me see something. What it sound like? Can y'all hear me? Let's see here. Said it's better. Can you hear me? Still, let me get a second witness. If I have to project my voice more, I will. Let me get a second witness, though. What it sound like? Yes, we good? We good? Hold up. Before we jump into it. That's why I always try to do the mic check. And I ain't gonna lie, I figured that, you know, it's been set, so maybe I didn't need to, but, you know, all right, we good now. I'll praise to the Most High. Just saying to be encouraged, though, family. That kind of threw me off a little bit. Nonetheless, be encouraged to know that what we striving for the kingdom. And it ain't something that's just of no value. So the challenge is actually suitable. You know what I mean? It's understandable what we striving for. You know what I mean? This ain't just things that's rare. Everybody don't have access to. You know what I mean? Things that of high value, it get put up is in a safe space. You might have a triple combination lock pad. You know what I'm saying? To get to this, just a foul. This ain't even a mineral or an alloy. You know what I mean? It's not a family heirloom. This just some paper, man. But what's on the paper is very important. So it's tucked away. You know what I mean? It's guarded. So is the kingdom of heaven, man. The New Jerusalem, what we striving for. And that's what I was talking about, balance. So Job said, should we not receive evil at the Most High's hand? You know what I'm saying? Too, as well as the good. So we go through these different things to shape and mold us. And it's a principle that I learned in business, which is a microcosm, meaning that the principle not only applies in the arena of business, but in every category of life, it can be applied. And so the principle is that if it's not working for you, it's working on you. You know what I'm saying? So if it's not working for you, it's working on you. So the Father be purging something out of us. A lot of time he take us to a low place. You know what I mean? Or he'll take us to the high. Let me see what's in your spirit, what's in your heart, man. You know what I mean? Like what he told our forefathers and foremothers. I'm bringing y'all out here to prove, to see if y'all really gonna keep my command, man. Which he had already gave the heads. Somebody said, when you get in the land and y'all get the consuming the fatness of the land and the dew and y'all got everything, don't forget me. And sure enough, a lot of people did it, man. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, be encouraged, family. So for today's message, though, selling Earth's soul. What does that mean? You know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand that the earth itself is alive, man. And through the fall of Adam, a lot of evil has been done and violence has been committed against the earth. What does the Most High think about that? How does the Most High feel about people destroying the earth? Let's go to Revelation 11, man. I got a couple videos on the show for educational purposes, so that the saints in the body and you know anybody seeking truth for the Most High, man, will be aware of what's going on, the plans that people in the higher positions who in key roles, who can make policies and laws that affect our lives on a day-to-day basis, the thing that they got in plan, man. All right, Revelation 11 is where I'm at, though. Before I get this video, I'm going to show you. Revelation 11, verse 16. Yep, Revelation 11, verse 16. It says, and the 24 elders which sat before the Most High on their seats fell upon their faces and worshiped the Most High. Verse 17, saying, we give thee thanks, O Lord God Almighty, which art and was and art to come, because thou hast taken to thee thy great power and hast reigned. Verse 18, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great. And this who the messages is for, man. What the 24 elders is saying right here, this who the message is for. Anybody that fear the name of the Most High. But this is what we get to. This is what we highlighting. It says, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Yeah, so the Most High, in his word, he had it recorded for us to know. He gonna destroy the people that destroy the earth, man. And that's what a lot of these demonic folks doing. The people who in these higher roles and positions, they have a God too, family. And the God that they serve requires blood. It requires death and sacrifice. Meaning they don't care about you, me, our families, our little children, infants that's unborn. We even see within the politicians what they say. They had a whole battle. People upset, fighting, rioting. Well, not rioting. They was boycotting, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make public demonstrations about the right to unalive undeveloped children, what I say. Not even fully developed. Pro-choice, pro-life. Having a debate about that. And you had people in key roles that if you voted for them, you cast your vote for them, they saying, yeah, we're going to implement that into the system. We agree with you. So I'm saying that to say this is the psychological or the mentality of a lot of these people, not all of them. But the main ones who running the show, look, man, this is the mindset that they have. So let me show this video for educational purposes, man. Let me show y'all this. Fair use. I want y'all to listen closely to what this woman's saying, man. Listen closely to what she's saying, y'all. When I tell you, he folks demonic. World Economic Forum. Y'all remember from the message prior, I showed a video with Klaus Schwab talking about Project 2030, the things that they got planned. This is also within that same group of people. Fair use.
About capital, we tend to think only about financial capital, about cash, financial assets, but we know that's not the only value on which our economies depend. We know that every aspect of every part of the economy is fundamentally dependent on nature, as you highlighted. The air that we breathe, the water we drink, the soil, the oceans that we need for the food that we need to consume, the minerals that we need as inputs to technology and to infrastructure. And without these forms of value, these forms of natural capital, we won't have economies. They are the fundamental building blocks of
natural capital. Understand everything that she's saying. She's talking about the air we breathe, the water we consume, the soil that we put our seeds in to grow fruits and vegetables, and the grass along with that because the livestock, the cows got to eat it. All of this is natural capital. Listen to what she's saying.
Of our economies, but the ways, as you said, the ways in which we have grown our economies, our models of economic development, have been incredibly successful for global prosperity, but the unintended consequences of current models of growth are simply not sustainable on a finite planet.
Did y'all pick up on what she just said? She said we got all that's working, and that's good, but now the consequences that is not sustainable. I'm gonna translate what she's saying, man, in simplicity when she finished.
The amount of resource that we are drawing into our economies, Earth's resources, and the amount of pollution and waste that we're pumping out, whether that's through greenhouse gas emissions, whether that's sewage into our water, whether it's plastics into the ocean, is beyond the Earth's carrying capacity. And we know that that's leading, as you said, to very significant direct impacts for society, but
she said it's beyond Earth's carrying capacity. You gotta let that look. You need to digest this for a minute. This is the mentality of people who having conversations about the world while so many people engaged in the World Cup. Why so many people focused on is LeBron being traded or going to the 76ers. Why so many people focused on what's happening with baddies and what's happening with the celebrity gossip and all this other nonsense, man. This the real world. But the entertainment is used as a tool to keep you distracted and out of the way. Y'all don't need to be dealing with none of this business. Y'all just mind the circus games. It's the mindset that they have. She said it's beyond Earth's carrying capacity. You got to listen to when they lay it out like that, they not just saying that because it sound good. They're not just, they really setting you up to get poked. This is what they lay out to set the people up in order to be destroyed and to accept the destruction.
Very significant financial costs for the economy. You can look at that as you have and calculate that at a macro level. But the way that that's showing up as we're breaching these boundaries and breaching these limits and undermining nature is showing up in very practical ways that are showing up for financial risk for institutions. Lack of water is leading to disruption of operations.
Lack of water is leading to disruptions of operations. Pay attention. It's going to come up again.
Supply chains where water is needed as an essential input for manufacturing or power production. The degradation of soil is leading to reduced agricultural yields. The decline of pollinator species is...
Degradation of soil. So the soil is being polluted. This is what she's saying. Now you got to keep in mind that as she's saying all this, we got counterproductive activities that's happening. The chemtrails. Talking about water, but look, the AI data centers that they setting up, and I'm going to show a video on that too. You know what I mean? So they're talking about these resources that the Most High done made in abundance. You know what I mean? So in simplicity, what she's saying God or the Most High is stupid. When he made the earth, he didn't keep these things in mind to have enough to supply everybody. This is what she's saying. So when I tell you that these folks demonic, is wicked, It is, man.
Also having an impact on agriculture. So that's leading to direct financial risks for organizations, for businesses, and ultimately for investors. And you said ultimately the reason for this is at the moment the way that decisions are made on an everyday level within businesses and financial institutions is because we're looking only at financial data, financial metrics that are not factoring in nature. Nature is treated.
Here we go. She said nature's not being factored in financially, which we actually are. You know what I mean? It's being factored in. A lot of us get charged for rainwater. The bill that come in for your utilities, rainwater is on it. You know what I'm saying? So then you got to charge for miscellaneous stuff.
Within the economy, as though it's unlimited and predominantly as though it's free. And the risks and harms are simply not costed in financial terms. We can cost them at a macro level. They're not costed into day-to-day decision making. And the result is, as a consequence, we've put all of our economies at fundamental risk. We can't do business on a dead planet. If we're going to protect natural systems, one of the solutions is to bring nature onto the balance sheet, to bring nature into the ways that decisions are made within business, to allocate a value to it and to bring it into accounting and financial mechanisms.
So when she say one of the solutions is to bring nature into the finance, to allocate it with value, she's saying that we want to charge you. Not on a macro level. See what I'm talking about? We get these bills. Let me stop sharing my screen for a second. When I say we get these bills and then they charge us for the rainwater, that's macro. So this talking about over a time span of a month. We've been calculating what could possibly take place, and if it rained, then we'll charge it. She's saying day-to-day basis, meaning, look, man, we want to put a price tag on breathing. We want to put a price tag on your water day-to-day, not just your water bill for your house. Not just you can go out and buy water. No, she's saying we want to charge you to live. Literally. We're going to charge you to breathe too, man. Selling, this is what I'm talking about. They selling Earth's soul. But like I said, in simplicity, all of that translate to, which is a lie from the pits of hell, from Satan. The Most High, he's not smart enough to, been and created enough of everything to sustain the life forms that's on the planet. These folks ain't even discovered more than 10% of what's in the seeds. But here it is, they want to talk about what's going on with water. Let's go to Genesis, man. Let's go to Genesis. This is what they doing. They want to put the price tag on it. So if they actually are successful in accomplishing that, family, this is a part of what it say. He causeth all, small and great, to receive the mark. Said he caused them. So that means it's things that's being, it's certain stuff that's working, that's being put into play to make a person say, well, yeah, I might as well go this route. Causing them. This is what they want, man. So imagine that type of lifestyle. Yes, indeed. They want to put a price tag on what the Father created. That ain't how he intended it. Just the thought process of it all together came after the fall, man. We in Genesis, though. Genesis 1. Let's go to the beginning, man. Boy, when I tell you these folks, it's evil. Evil. We really could read the whole chapter. You know what I'm saying? But, just for the sake of it, I want to try to get right on the noggin of it. Genesis 1:31. So this after the Father that made the luminaries, he done made the sun, the moon, the stars, created the fruits and vegetables, the vegetation out of the earth that he's so cold. He said, look, I'm not going to just make the fruit. I'm going to put several seeds in the fruit that it can produce several more. It just, what he do, it multiplies. So it's the sustainability of his works. It ain't no cap on it, man. Unless he say, you know what, I don't want that producing no more. You know what I mean? The folks, because they hate our God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Because they are against the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They coming up with these different type of devices, man. Genesis 1:31. All right. It says, and the Most High saw everything that he had made. Everything. That's the cattle. The cattle being, you know, those animals that's more so, like I said, herbivores. The beasts that he made, seas and the earth, the land, that's all your valleys, that's your mountains. Everything he created, he said, and the Most High saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. All praise to the Most. I got to highlight that adjective, very, man. Said it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. All right, so we going here because when the Most High made it, he made it very good. You had wicked men and people, mankind came and defiled creation. Started splicing these creatures and animals. Started doing everything that causes the earth to be corrupt. Started destroying the earth. But when he made it, he said he made it very good, man. Let's go to Lamentation 5, though, because this was happening. I'm going to share my screen again, too. Let's go to Lamentation chapter 5, though. Yup, matter of fact, we're going to hold Lamentation. We're going to hold Lamentation. I'm going to share my screen again. Because this is what's going on, man. The further we get away, I'll say this. The further we get away from nature, the further we get away from the Most High. And what I mean by that is, because now we so consumed in technology. You know what I mean? We scrolling a lot. We on the black screen, which is darkness. It more than most times is made of plastic, which is fake. It's not real. And then it's encased with metal, which is something that's cold, it's detached. It ain't got no life in it like that. We spending so much time in it that we not looking up at the sky to say, man, you know, the Father made the firmament. Because when we look at nature, that's what it's supposed to take our minds to him, the creator. This was made by somebody. How beautiful this tree bark is. Man, the Father made that. Look at the grass, and it's different types of grass. The Father made it. Man, look at the waters. He's so cold, man. It's different types of waters, man. It's different types. So when we looking at nature, we supposed to, our mind's supposed to go to the creator. But now because we spending our time with our heads down in these phones and on these devices, we're not even enjoying the environment. So we don't have the thought of him. We're thinking about everything else. And the enemy want our heads down to be distracted, not thinking about him. Because then it becomes easier for him to consume us and overtake us. But if we spending more time to give praises, man, praise break chains, man. Praise will set you free, man. A lot of time we get into these modes where we count all this bad stuff. We count the problems more than we count the blessings. And we get to start getting stressed out. All right, but if we was to focus on, man, look at how that sunlight coming in through the window. You know what I'm saying? My Father made that. Now, well, let me put the phone down. Let me go spend some time with him. You will feel a lot better, man. All right, but because the people value technology more than that, even to look at your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, the Most High made this person. The way you laugh, how your voice sounds, you know what I mean? How your hair is on your head, your eyebrows, and all of that. We don't even value human life. We value the technology more than human life, and he made us too. So much so, look at this video, for fair use. Fair use for educational purposes. Hold up, let me see. Let me find the right one. Watch this, fair use though. Let's see. Not that one. Let me see here. Hold up. Give me a second, hold on. Probably I gotta pull it up. Hold on, let me see where I'm at with it. Here we go, here we go. There we go. Hold up. Let me transfer this. Let me transfer this. Hold up. This was happening. There we go. Let me see. Make sure this is the one I want. Y'all bear with me. Oh, look. I want that other one. I'm gonna do it just like this. I'm gonna do it just like this. Here we go.
One day and being told the home your all right, imagine waking up one day and being told the home your family has lived in for years is going to be demolished to help power the AI boom, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. That is what is happening to some homeowners in Georgia. They've been given an ultimatum: sell your home or the state will take it. Utility giant Georgia Power is planning to build a new transmission line so it can handle new data centers. Skylar Henry has more from a county just outside Atlanta.
I'm a single mom. I worked hard for everything.
How do you put a price on a home you never intended to sell? One filled with more than 2 decades of memories.
I think I was 5 or 6 when this was built.
The treehouse where you grew up playing pretend. The yard where you buried your pets. The greenhouse that fed your family.
When you talk about what being on this property means to you,
Yeah.
right? It's y'all's.
It's ours. It's ours. It's
Man, this is so crazy. Man, look, the whole screen just went black. I'm talking about the whole screen went black. Whole screen went black, and then it was like, it's like when if I lock my laptop, I had to put my password in. I had the whole screen was black. Then I had to put my password in. All the tabs was closed. I had to restore all the tabs. That's crazy, bro. That's wild, man. And I ain't even get to the point in the video where they saying what we seeing in this video. My drop a 7. Just let me know y'all can hear me. Drop a 7 for me. This is wild, man. This is crazy. Drop a 7 for me if y'all can hear me, man. Okay. I'll pray to the Most High. So yeah, in that video, that family had been living there, man, for a long time. And Georgia Power, like y'all heard, it said gave them the ultimatum that, man, look, you either gonna sell us your land, you can sell us your land, or we just gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? And y'all gonna have to move around. And we going here because that's a part of what I'm saying, that the value of life is compared to technology is way different. These folks saying that we have an opportunity to set up a data center. You in the way. We need these data centers to power Google, Amazon, and all these other tech giants. And we need water at the same time because the data centers need a bunch of water. Millions of gallons a day, family. So much so, they rather give the water that people need to live, animals need to live, vegetation need to live. They rather give it to technology. Like, forget you. We need to feed this machine, man. That's what's going on. Let's see if we can finish it, man. It's wild. I'm finna see if we can finish it, man. That's so wild, man. The whole screen went black. Let me see. Let's go. Let's try this one.
AI data centers. CBS News correspondent Skylar Henry has more.
Let me go back.
Welcome back. Some homeowners in Georgia are being given an ultimatum to sell their homes, or the state will, get this, take it to make way for AI data centers. CBS News correspondent Skylar Henry has more.
I'm a single mom. I worked hard for everything.
How do you put a price on a home you never intended to sell? One filled with more than...
It's ours. It's our family. We belong here.
But Ansley Brown's childhood home likely won't be here much longer. That's because the state's largest utility, Georgia Power, says it needs the area to make way for a 35-mile-long transmission line.
Georgia Power has been here for as long as Ansley's mother has owned this property. It's just beyond the tree line. Now, with the expansion of this latest project, they're looking to take the 2.5 acres the house sits on.
Georgia Power says increasing demand has outpaced the capacity of its existing grid, and building a new transmission line requires acquiring more than 300 parcels of land, including residential properties.
What did your mom tell you she wanted for this property to be?
Generational wealth, true generational wealth was the idea, and now it's being stripped from us.
Georgia Power estimates 70 to 80% of the power on this new line is expected to help serve data centers. It says the remaining 20 to 30% of power will serve the state's growing residential and commercial.
Man, look at the figures. Of a 35-mile stretch, they said 70 to 80% of the power gonna be contributed to data centers. The remaining of the 100% gonna be for residential commercial. So that's for, people in the neighborhood and stores. But all of that is still gonna strain on the power grid, family. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So again, the point being made is that the value of technology is higher than that of the value on, human life. They selling the earth, man. This is a part of that. The earth soul being, the earth soul is being sold. Got a price tag on it, man.
Commercial demand.
Georgia Power told us that they feel as if they've done this process responsibly. What would you say to that?
I disagree. You can't tear down 35 miles of rural Georgia and it not hurt something or somebody. And to say that you're doing it in the name of data centers is a slap in the face to us, our community, our animals.
Brown's mother recently came to an agreement with Georgia Power to sell. Brown says if she didn't, the utility could have sought to acquire her property through eminent domain, a legal process that allows private property to be taken with compensation for projects determined to serve a public purpose.
All power generation starts.
So if they didn't, they could take it. We just gonna bogart it. You know what I'm saying? This is the power, or what's the word? I'll just say they have the ability to move like this through eminent domain, man. Take what you've been, a generational wealth, a house that you done passed down to your children, and it's even been passed down to you. But none of that history matters because we need to set this data center up. Y'all got to get out the way.
Somewhere.
Holly Lovett is a Georgia Power spokesperson.
Eminent domain is always, a last resort for us, and it's something we never want to do.
To us, it's theft. It's literally a billion-dollar company stealing land from smaller people who can't fight back. We don't have the money to fight Georgia Power.
So that's why a few months ago, Ansley took her story to TikTok.
My childhood home is being taken by Georgia Power.
She began sharing stories of others in similar situations.
What is it taking from her? Look behind me. It's taking this entire backyard.
What do you say to someone who will push back on any sort of offer that's out there and say, well, a price tag can't replace memories?
Oh gosh, it almost makes me emotional because I have those memories in like my house, and I get how deeply personal people's homes are. I would just say that we see you and we hear you, and we want this process to be respectful and transparent, and that is going to ultimately benefit you.
Brown doesn't buy that. Well,
it's going to benefit you in the end. That's what they selling them to them. That's what they selling. So this is what's going on, family. But that's not the only, family. This is happening throughout the nation. You know what I mean? And it's not just happening in the U.S. because it's a new age civil war, what I call it. Striving for who gonna be the lead country with AI technology. All right, but to sustain that and actually set up the infrastructure and all that for AI, man, the earth gonna suffer. That's what we seeing right here, man. So let me continue on. Let's go to, I said Lamentation 5. Lamentation 5. So they putting a price tag on the earth. We being sold natural resources, things that the Most High made, that he didn't put a price tag on. If it's actually any type of expense on it, would be energy. You know what I mean? We got to use our energy to go dig, to go farm, to go hunt. You know what I mean? To figure these things out, come up with inventions. Even going back to what the lady was saying in the World Economic Forum, talking about the value of these natural resources. She mentioned water. Do y'all know about the brother named Moses? This ain't no joke. You know what I mean? It's a brother named Moses who created and invented a machine that draws water out of thin air, man. And I'm saying that to say, if water is something that's a concern for these people in governmental positions, why hasn't the focus been on this brother? Which they can find anything, anybody. If water is a problem, it should be investment made into this machine that he didn't create it. We're talking about, she mentioned trash. You got Julian Brown. Came up with plastiline. This is kill two birds with one stone. Let's get all the trash, burn it, and turn it into a plastiline, something that we can even put in our vehicles to drive. You know what I mean? But that's not the mindset of these people who in the ruling class making these decisions, man. Lamentation 5, though. Lamentation 5, verse 4, it says, we have drunken our water for money, So they're putting a price tag on the water, man. It was never supposed to be like that. He said, our wood is sold unto us. These trees that the Father blessed to come out of the earth, it's being sold. It's a price tag on it. You know what I mean? This all this supposed to be free for us. Let's go to Job, man. Let's go to Job, and I ain't gonna be long today. Let's see, yes indeed. No, I'm going to Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiastes 5:9. Yes, indeed. You say Julian Newman? I don't know who Julian Newman is. There's his other name or something? I know him as Julian Brown. Going to Ecclesiastes 5 though. Yeah, selling earth's soul, man. And then somebody give me that the whole creature mourns waiting for the sons of the Most High. I'm in Ecclesiastes 5. Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 9 says, moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. So everything that the Most High has established on the planet, I'm going to use that word, it's for the benefit of everybody, man. So much so that it don't have to be no price tags associated with nothing. You know what I mean? The only thing that happened from the fall, the Father said, now she ain't going to yield, you know what I mean, her strength for you. Now it's going to bring forth thorns and thistles. You're going to have to work harder. Whereas in time past before the fall, the earth worked with us. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot more easier. But right here, he had this author to record for us. Moreover, the profit, P-R-O-F-I-T, gain of the earth is for all. It says the king himself is served by the field, man. So, yeah, this the part that's not considered in so many cases. You know what I mean? Right now, they doing so much to draw people away from actually embracing creation that the Father made very good. He said everything that he made was good. Got all these different recalls happening. You know what I mean? And all of that ain't just because, man. All of that goes in with the agenda and plot what they pushing too. So say, welcome back to the barter system. Yup. Yes, indeed. Barzaya, what? Give me that verse, though. I want the book, chapter, and verse. Let's go to Matthew 24. I appreciate that, too. Matthew 24. So what the Messiah say, man? This is a part of what he was teaching, what he admonished us on. Matthew 24. Yes, indeed, man. Selling earth's soul, man. Matthew 24, verse 20. It said, but pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. So add that to your prayers. As you pray, include that if you haven't already. Verse 21 says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Verse 22 is where we get at. Say, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So the Father has allowed the time to speed up, or, you know, to shorten the time so that these people won't have the capability to actually accomplish what they trying to at the fullness. But if he didn't, it said, "Well, no flesh be saved, man," because in their mind, they say, "Man, we need to charge them to be able to breathe. We need to charge them to be able to see. We need to charge them for everything." The cost of living is killing people. Let's continue on, though. Psalm 24. Or the 24th Psalm. Yes, indeed. It's before Proverbs, the 24th Psalm. The 24th Psalm, verse 1. It says, "The earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof, it all belonged to him, man. It belonged to our Father." So these people moving like thieves, because what Satan do, he come to kill, steal, and destroy. Stealing what he done created to try to put a barcode on it. Said the earth is the Most High's, and the fullness thereof, everything, even the parts of the earth that you would never visit, the most remote parts, and not just what's under the sky itself. Everything in the universe is his. This is who we serve, man. This is who our power is. This is why none of these things ain't to move us. We see it, we recognize it, we aware of it, but we're not moved by it. It says the world and they that dwell therein, all souls belong to him, man. Everybody. It said, "For he have founded it upon the seas and established it upon the flood." So answer the mystery of how is it that the country itself is surrounded. Is it just surrounded by the water? Or does the earth itself, the country, go way down deep into the sea? Into the abyss? Or is it floating in the water? That in itself is a display of his majesty and magnificence, man. Yeah, but the earth is the Most High's. It belongs to him. Let's keep going. Ecclesiastes 3:11. Because guess what? Though they look to destroy the earth and pollute the earth and put price tags and barcodes on everything, guess what? Father says it's all good. He said it is all good because guess what? He gonna make a new heaven and a new earth. Ecclesiastes. Yep. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11. He said, "He have made everything beautiful in his time." All praise to the Most High. Even you, brother, even you, sis. He made everything beautiful in his time. It's nothing that has escaped his thought. Like the woman was saying. She was basically saying the Most High not smart enough to create a planet that can sustain the inhabitants thereof. No, he know exactly what he doing. Everything is sufficient. He ain't fell short nowhere. All his calculations is precise. All his judgments are wonderful and on point, man. Everything beautiful in his time, even so much so that we wasn't born in these time past, because guess what? The type of spirits that we have, the personalities that we have, it's fit for this time. We fit for this type, this era in life. And we got purposes to serve in this time, man. You got some say, "Man, I wish I was born way back when." No, man, you made everything beautiful in his time is how he made it. So you here with a wonderful purpose to serve now. What's in you, the world can benefit from. The body of Mashiach can benefit from. Yeah, man, because people don't think like you. They don't move like you. They don't perceive the world the way you see it. And along with that, all the things that's coming into the world, even these devices. Said he made everything beautiful in his time. Said also he have set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that the Most High maketh from the beginning to the end. So if you ever wonder and you think you should know everything that he created and all the reasons, you're not. He put the world in our heart, because if you knew everything, then who would he be? This is what they want to be. They want to be him. They can't be him. Yes, indeed, man. Continue. Let's go to Revelation 21. Revelation 21, man. Yeah, selling the earth's soul, man. So, let me get that. Let me see. Did he drop that verse for me? He dropped that verse for me. The creature mourns. I'm going to Revelation 21 though. Yeah, man, the Most High so awesome. It's man, you're gonna be speechless. They want to contend. Let me get that. We in Revelation 21. I love the Most High, man. Revelation 21:1 though. He says, and I saw a new heaven. Yeah, man, because they done came and they want to put the chemtrails in the sky. They want to come with the Project Blue Beam. They want to come with the fake clouds. They want to do all this nonsense, the artificial sun. They want to do all this type of stuff. You know what I mean? It's just like with Moses, you know what I mean, being contended with against Jannes and Jambres. They trying to reenact the miracles that Moses doing through the power of the Most High, but they get to their point, oh, you can't copy this. Yeah, you can't make a new heaven and a new earth. These devils can't do that, man. His minions can't do that. It says, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth. All praise to the Most High. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. Now, I'll tell y'all, man, that right there that's a mystery for me. Like, why is it no more sea? That's something that I've been, processing and thinking about. But we're going for the fact of the Father creating a new heaven and a new earth. Let me get something. Let's go to Psalm 62. I told you I ain't gonna be long today, man. I'm finna get ready to close out. Just to edify the body on what they got going. The intentions that these folks got against the believers and the inhabitants of the earth, because you know they working with reptilians. You know they working with fallen angels. You know this. And those species, those creatures, they don't have no love for us, family. They don't have none for us. Let me see. As far as talking about mankind, period, like, no. They feel like if they get rid of us, they going to be all right. By default, they get the inheritance. That's what the whole thing is. Let's see, Psalm 62. Psalm 62. I'm going to start with 1. It says, truly my soul waiteth upon the Most High. From him cometh my salvation. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved. So despite what these folks got going on, how long will ye imagine mischief against a man? Ye shall be slain, all of you. Yeah. As a bowing wall shall ye be, and as a tottering fence. Verse 4 says, they only consult to cast him down from his excellency. This is what they coming together about. Says they delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. So they say, hey, we're concerned about the living status of mankind. We see that the capacity of the earth, it can't handle it. So we need to do something so everybody could be sufficient. Now that we're going into Bill Gates. Bill Gates talking about the term used, bovine flatulence. What is that? Talking about, I'm just going to lay it out for you, cow farts. Saying that cows farting start to affect the atmosphere and the stratosphere, and it increased global warming. So we need to do something about these cows. Keeping in mind, this is the same dude who got the company Beyond Meat. All right, and so if we get rid of the cows, this open up the gate. So let's bring in some artificial meat for those who do consume it. This the same dude who he stood on a TED Talk stage, had an equation on the screen and said, man, we got to bring down some of these factors in his equation. And people was one of them. People was one of them. Carbon dioxide was one of them. And guess what he said? We need to bring it down. He said, we do a good job on vaccines. He said, we can lower this number, talking about population. Yeah, this is what Bill Gates said. So this somebody else who in these key positions, like he's telling us right here. What they say on the B part? They bless. So he rolling it out like it's something good, but inwardly it's a curse. Inwardly, it ain't got no good intention for you or me. Definitely not for the Most High's people. So they bless with the mouth, but inwardly they cursing. Yeah, so they rolling it out like this something that's going to benefit the people the whole time. No, they don't have that in mind, family. This is why they building their bunkers. If it was for everybody, they say, man, everybody need to get a bunker. That's not what they doing. I want to close out with this verse there, though, man. I'm finished here. Y'all drop comments or concerns and questions in the chat now if you got them. It's the last verse, unless the Father brings something else out. This was going on. Yep. Depopulation. Yes, indeed. And you got to understand that they're using these data centers. I ain't going to jump into a whole deep dive into that right now, but yeah, this is one of the tools they're using for depopulation too. Data centers, man. You got to understand that this technology, the way they using it, the way they purposing it, man, it's destruction, man. It's death, not life. The way that they trying to take it. I'm not saying that we ain't got good uses for technology. I'm saying the way that they taking it. I'm in Romans 8, though. Amaziah, man, Shabbat Shalom, King. To you and sis. Raja and Asia, too. Let me see here. Let me see. Yep, I'm going to start with 18. Romans 8, verse 18, while I'm starting it, family. It says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." Yeah, and so tribulations, we expect it. It's coming. Things will get worse, whether it'll be in our time or in our grandchildren's time or whoever. The book is, you know what I mean, on point, man, with what everything that the Father has had recorded for us to, you know, take heed to. Verse 19 says, "For the earnest expectation of the creature," check this out, "waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of God," or the Most High. The earnest expectation, so the planet itself, when we see these tornadoes, these hurricanes, these tsunamis, volcanoes erupting, like, man, that ain't just because, man, that's the earth responding. And a lot of it is the response to his people waking up and repenting. It tell you that the earth will fight for the righteousness, or for the righteous in Wisdom of Solomon. It says, "For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. For the creature was made subject to vanity." Yeah, through the fall. This is where the sickness come in and the corruption come in. It's why all the problems come in at, man. Made subject or under the authority of stuff that ain't even holding value. It's vanity. The adversary, whose judgment is already sealed for the lake of fire. And now his whole goal is to get as many as he can to go with him. It says, "Not willingly, but by reason of him who have subjected the same in hope. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High." So when we get glorified bodies, you know what I'm saying, in order to be able to inhabit the new Jerusalem, the earth itself gonna get a new body too. All praises to the Most High, the Father. Cold. He said, "For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now." Yeah, so people don't respect the earth. You know what I mean? This is why, you know, so many people just go out, we ready to build. Certain stuff being built that don't even need to be built, man, in locations that don't need to be built. You know what I mean? But so the Father has put his blessing in the earth, and it should be respected. But it said the whole creation groaneth. That's sorrow, man. That's hurt. That's disappointment. It says, "And travaileth in pain together until now." And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves grown within ourselves, waiting for the adoption to it, or especially the redemption of our body. Yeah, man, so the Father's so cold with, he said, yeah, y'all do what y'all do then. Just allowing the sin amount up for, you know, let the grace be sufficient for all. The rain gonna fall on the just and the unjust. The earth is waiting to be renewed, man, just like we is. Keep that in mind, man. Yo, so I pray the message was edifying. Pray you learned something. Like I said, it wasn't gonna be long. Man, I don't know what that was. The whole screen blacked out earlier. My whole laptop went down. It's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? But if you came in late, we showed the video from the World Economic Forum where the woman was talking about putting a value or price tag on just day-to-day things that we enjoy or able to experience from nature or in life. One of those things being breathing. She mentioned that. Talking about water and the soil and different stuff like that, man. So if you came in late, this is what we was talking about. Them selling earth soul. You got the families who being presented with the ultimatum either sell us your land and your house, or we just gonna take the land because we need it anyway, by eminent domain, because we need the land to set up an AI data center. Yup, so prayerfully was edifying, man. Smash the like button if you haven't, or subscribe if you haven't. Share the live if you haven't, or you know, if you feel like somebody could, you know, get something from this message. Father willing, I'll see y'all Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Other than that, I see y'all next Shabbat, next Sabbath, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. With another message, so long as the Father permitted, man. Questions, comments, and concerns. If you don't think of nothing now, you can shoot it to Children of the Prophets 144@gmail.com. Children of the Prophets 144@gmail.com. Let me see. Check the chat right quick. See what y'all was saying over here. Let's see. Yes, indeed. G. Sister one of my Shabbat Shalom to y'all, family. And the whole chat. Yes, indeed. We got the audio right. I'm going back through the chat, man. The Most High, he did tell the prophets to prophesy to the earth. He said, drop your word on the mountains, toward the mountains. Speak to the valleys and all that. Because it's a living life form, man. A lot of people don't take that in consideration. So wonderful. You drop a seed in some dirt, and it turns to a tree or a fruit, or you know what I mean, or something way different, but you need the dirt of the earth in order to get it done. The Father made everything beautiful in his time. Peace and blessing to y'all. Everybody who blessed me, may you be blessed. I ain't catch this. She said our water. Yeah, she said our water. She didn't say the water. Yes, indeed, man. Let's see. Oh, yeah. They love to use that British accent. I don't know why. Said, and notice it's a soft-spoken woman in the so-called Queen English telling you that we are going to have to unalive massive amount of people. Yeah. In so many words, that's what she was saying too. All right, let me drop this here. Said it's true. License one to use solar even if they're off grid like they created the sun. Yep, I found that out too. Yeah, man, look at that. You need a license to fish. You need a license to hunt. But all of that is to get into people's business, man. It's a part of the tracking system. Let me see what else y'all saying. Indeed, they take with to another. Matter of fact, let me get that. Let's go to Sirach. I'm so glad I saw that. Thank you, Father. I'm glad you said that. Let's go to Sirach 39, man. Ecclesiasticus. Yup, I meant to get this earlier. Ecclesiasticus 39, 26 and 27. Coming out the Apocrypha. This is what it says. It says, the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water. Pay attention. Listen to it now. Water, fire, iron, and salt, Flour of wheat, that's your bread. We know that iron can be so many things. There's your weapons, you know what I mean? There's your cast iron pan and pot. This iron is something we need. Salt, we need that for, you know, a lot of hydration, retaining water a lot of times, and all the benefits that salt got, preserving. Honey, something sweet, milk. We need the calcium. It says in the blood of the grape. We need some yum, some wine sometimes. This is what it's telling us. It says in oil and clothing. I'm going to read it all the way through. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. We need that, right? 27 says, all these things are for good to the godly. So to the sinners, they are turned into evil. So this is where these price tags come in. This is where it come into clothing. You know, people being killed over clothing. People selling their soul to wear Versace and Gucci and Chanel. People risking their freedom to go steal this stuff a lot of times. This is what it's talking about. Those things that's good for the godly, but to sinners is transformed to evil. So the water shouldn't have a price tag on it. I feel like, or in my opinion, every household should have a well. You know what I mean? Instead of going to Georgia Power or whatever state power or city power utility company. Shouldn't be charged for that, man. Yeah, but those things, everything that is good, the wicked found a way to turn it to some evil. Yeah, so the wickedness is on another level. They just sit up in think tanks. You see what else they can do, man, to make life more challenging, because again, this is a part of their blood war and the spiritual war too. You know, they extract and absorb a lot of times. They like to try to channel or be empowered off fears of people. Wrath and malice, you know what I'm saying? Evil, you know what I mean? Things that's not of peace. All the things that's outside of the fruits of the Holy Spirit. Those things glorify the Most High. So the things that don't, who you think they glorify? Let me see. So I remember growing up mid-80s. There was like fossil fuels on going to last another 40 years, etc. Yet every month I see a new gas station going up in my area. Ain't that something? Indeed, the Most High make no mistakes. Gratitude to the Most High takes you to another altitude. Yes, indeed. Stay elevated. Let me see. That's when okay, I'm in the point in the chat where everything went down. Screen went black and everything. Let's see. So I remember seeing this report and it stood out to me as I thought Abba is allowing what was done to us is now being done to the Gentiles. Indeed, a lot of that is that's very true. Let me see. What else we got going on? All praise to the Most High. Water and air supposed to be free. Yes, indeed. They didn't even make it. They're so crazy. They ain't make it, but they putting price tags on it. See, that just makes it easier to bring people subject to the system, though. Like I said, they doing it on a micro level right now where, you know, you get your bill. Yeah, you got a water. We charging this much for water. But they not doing it to where, man, we charge you the day-to-day basis, like we really micromanaging your water use. Let me see what else. What else? Yes, indeed, that is. Let me see. So that's why they never let you truly own the land. I wonder how a allodial title would work in this scenario. Because in the study, they're saying that we really don't own land or vehicles or whatever till you get a allodial title. I wonder how they work. I appreciate that too, TIB. I got one. I'm gonna drop it on there after I get out the live. I appreciate that though. Let me see. Trying to see what else y'all saying over here before we close out, man. They trying everything to destroy us. Yes, they is. Man, it's wild, man. See, where I live, one needs a license to cut down the lumber on their own property. Man, it's evil. Wow. Yup, I appreciate that, Barzaya. Let me see. Look at 'em. That weapon shall not prosper. Let's see. Trying to see. What else you saying? Said they don't know what love is. Yeah, man, so crazy. That folks talking about cow farts, bro. Where you at just thinking about, how you just conjure that up in your mind? You just somewhere thinking about, well, cows farting and burping has a mass effect on humanity. We need to do something about this. Like coming up with anything, man. Smart dust, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I pray to the Most High you was able to catch the live. Let's see. All praise to the Most High. You said the message is always edifying. All praises. I pray they continue to be. Yes, indeed, bro. Bro said they gonna be trying to sell us oxygen in a minute. Yes, indeed. Your sis say everything the Most High gave us becoming monetized to eventually get us to bow down. Yes, indeed. Man, hold up. You said what? Said that cash earned for those that deal either anemia, it gives you earn when you cook in it. Yahuwah is good all the time, man. Ain't that something? See, his blessing, when he creates something, man, it come with more benefits than what it's just made for, man. It's multi-purpose. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? If there's definite fact, man, that's super dope. That's powerful. All praise to the Most High. By cooking in a cash urn, you can increase the iron in your body, you know, if you're dealing with anemia. Hey, I thank you for that too, Till, man. May the Most High bless you as well. Let me see. Man, what do you for? Wow, man. Thank you, brother. Or sister. I'm not sure if you're a brother or a sister. Forgive me. Apartments have to pay for water now too. Yeah, man, they want it to be a prison planet. Rolling it out, little at a time. Yep, little by little. You get these. Find it. Let me see what else y'all saying. Let's see. Man, we're like, it's a natural response. And I know some people, like, they don't like to talk about, but it just a fact. Like, the Father's so powerful. I remember having this conversation with my family. And I'm not trying to gross nobody out or just be talking about some foolishness. I'm being serious. Passing gas is a way that the Father allowed, you know what I mean, what your intestine has collected to push it. You know, if you didn't have that, it's a signal to let you know your food is done digesting. That's one thing. And then second is to help, you know what I mean, like I said, what your body has finished digesting, to push through the intestine. Otherwise, you will be stopped up. You will be constipated. So the Father then put different systems in our body, man, that's flawless. We need that. We need to pass gas. You know what I mean? You ever had trap gas, you know your stomach hurting. So a cow doing the same thing, he got a digestive system. Need to be done, man. That's not no major problem, man. These folks come up with anything to just, you know what I mean, operate in their agendas. I did not hear that, ma. Said they did I hear that they are saying that Bill Gates is taking all the water to sell back to us at a high price? He buying up so much land. I wouldn't put it past him. All praise to the Most High. So we done made it to the bottom of the chat, man. This everything. Again, pray that it was edifying. If you caught it late, come back in, start it from the top. Preferably get something out of it, man. With much love, I pray that the rest of y'all Shabbat and Sabbath be blessed. Right, definitely. Bill Gates definitely not the reason why the water being dried up. But I guess until the next time, though, family, keep the commandments, the faith in the Messiah, walk and live in the fruits of the Holy Spirit. I love y'all. Shabbat shalom, man.